Welcome back to this particular video, folks. To- Today, in this particular video, we will be gonna talk about what others will not tell you about starting up, my journey, and real lessons from Nirvriksha. All right. So everyone talks about unicorn, folks, right? This is an unicorn, right? So everyone talks about the unicorns. Exactly correct. If you heard about in a startup venture as well, if you want to open the feed, everything you will be able to see this particular thing. Unicorns, uh, they pitched some another funding, they did this funding and all, right? No one talks about unpaid bills, right? Understand here, very cool thing, right? No one talks about. Welcome back, folks. So, get back here. No one talks about the unpaid bills and silent investor or MVP nobody wants, right? So, this is another factor you have to consider. MVP does not want, right? MVP nobody wants. MVP nobody wants, right? So, sorry for that. The spellings are there, but focus on the things now. Okay. Here is a truth behind the startup success. The rules I broke and the doubts that nearly killed Nivrex before it started. Right. So number one, you have to understand overall overrated trends in a startup world. Right. So let me break it down. Like in a startup hype, there is a technological trends, right? There is a hype around Web3, AI for everything, pitch decks before a product, right? So these are the realities. Most SaaS founders need one pain point, not 10 trends, right? A founder in edtech built AI first features, burned 60% of the budget, eventually pivoted, solving one workflow manually and traction and gain attraction. Okay, so this is one kind of a thing that I understood. So another thing is doubt I had when launching my first startup. So these are the doubts we will be having, right? What if no one uses it, right? So these are the doubts as an entrepreneur you have to think about it, right? So these are the realities around it. No one talks about it, but this is the core reality, folks. Okay, what if no one uses it? Am I solving a real problem? What will I survive without a paycheck? These are the things you need to think about it before you jump into the any startup. You have to think about what if no one uses it? What if am I solving a new real problem? Will I survive without a paycheck? All right. So when I'm launching a Nirvriksha, I doubted whether founders would trust us, right? So I onboarded 3 friends with real startup pain. We did free session, helped defining the MVP, and collected detailed feedback. Result: two turned into a paid clients into a in a 6 weeks, right? So breaking rules is right, like rules I broke to achieve the startup successes. Skipped writing a 50-page business pain. So understand. So breaking rules is rules to achieve the startup successes. These are the things, folks. Okay. So what I found is our real friends will become the paid clients. So rules I broke up to achieve the startup success: skipped writing a 50-page business plan, hired freelancers instead of full-time engineers in early days said no to accelerator that demand equity without product validation, right? So these are the things all about it. So these are the things that Nirvaksh is doing basically, right? So that is what we are coping up, but we are in the initial stages. So we are just getting reaching there basically. Okay. Then there is a travel tech founder would not to told not to niche down. She ignored and it focused only on solo female travelers. So get thousands pre sign up in 3 months. So my first investor pitch story deck was messy. I did memorize everything, but I knew every number and metric. Show traction from 5 startup using us manually. So what I need to tell you is this investor feedback, you are not polished, but you are solving something no one is solving. You are solving something, but no one is solving that, right? Before Nirvraksh, so I will be gonna tell you this one of the clients that told us this one, right? So let me tell you this particularly, all right? Okay, so before Nirvraksh, we wasted 3 months building a product nobody wanted. With their guidance, we validated 2 ideas and went live in 4 weeks with paying users. Founder logistics SaaS startup. So this is one of the coolest things. So this is what the real pain point comes, right? So another thing is stop blaming to the market. The market is slow, user don't get, investors are blind, your assumptions are off. So I will take an example now. So health tech founder blamed market adoption. On audit we found onboarding took 25 minutes, fix it, adoption increased 4x. So we told that you change the audit, the way you tell to the users. So like that, the your brand will be perceived. Okay. So that is what we did help us for them, right? So this is one of the coolest thing which I found curious things. Like health tech founder blamed market adoption on audit. We found onboarding took 25 minutes, fixed it, and adopted increased to 4x, right? So these are the things is working. So uh, like I wanted to give the startup advice here. How do I start? So you will be asking, how do I start? Like my answer is very simple, folks. Very simple. You whether you are doing a service based business or anything, any kind of a business you are doing, you ask yourself, are you able to do this particular thing or not? Okay. How do I start? Have you talked to the 10 potential users? Have you talked to the 10 potential users? Write down their 3 pain points per user, right? Build nothing for 2 weeks, just validate it. If 7 plus of them ask for a solution, build it for free. Okay? So these are the things that you can do at initial stages. Like it's an inner motivation where we do to help them, right? So initially, one of the customers from a cheat box, like I should not say publicly, but they came up with this conclusion like to build a startup phase by phase I need to build this particular product. So we don't build a product because the trend demands it. There is a need for any kind of a building a product, folks. Just building a product will not give you any attraction here. Okay. So what I will be gonna tell you that is, let consulting contract worth rupees 1.2 lakhs to build Nirviksh full time. Why? Uh, Left a consulting contract worth 1.2 lakh per month to build a, left a consulting contract basically, like it was worthing me like all about 1.2 lakhs per month to build Nirviksh full time. Why? Because one client said that I wish I had 6 months ago. Burn savings for 5 months, built in a month, 6 got first full scale projects and worth rupees 3 lakhs, folks. Okay, so here understand very clearly basically. So before, why I did this startup, why did I start this particular exactly here, I will be gonna give you clear understanding here. So I was a lead software engineer, folks, where I was working as a lead software engineer into building tech products basically. It was related to, I will be not revealing the company name. Let's say, let us take as an example. This is an X company, right? Understand here. This is an X company where they are they had two products. Okay, there is a one of the client Y, there is a one of Y product, Z product. Okay, understand here, very critical thing here. So here there is a Z product. Okay, Z client, Y product. Okay, understand clearly here, curious things. So there are two aspects altogether here. There is a Y, there is a Z. Okay, that is a Z. Okay, so Y is the product of this X company. So that Y product has too many issues, right? They had too many issues in their product. Okay, like instead of triggering, it is not happening perfectly. So lot of issues in the code base. Okay, so there was very problems in a code base itself. Okay, so the people were blaming the product is not good, it is not triggering as they wash as they wish. Okay, so the product itself, it was a major drawback here. Okay, so like what happened, dependency here had happened. I was working with this particular client whose main motive is to build a finance platform, right? I was indicating this and building this particularly in a kind of a building a mobile app basically. Okay, so there are a lot of things here. What happened basically, I was understanding with this client. Okay, so I was getting to understand what their business is all about, what they are doing, and how he's thinking about to building a product. Okay, so what I did is try to understand about what he's going to trying to tell. That first of all we get started with it. Okay, first we get started with the UI. He has already had a cool vision of this product, and he came up with the particular wireframe step by step. But here main point is what I told him is this at the first phase it is needed or not? Is this in the first phase, is it needed? Are you, I told, ask him very simply why you wanted to build this product. Okay, instead of it, your work burden will be lesser, right, if you build this particular product. Is that the thing you are solving? The client told that this is what I wanted. Hey Akash, I wanted something like this basically. So, what happened basically after this? I contacted this client and understand his concern and problem. So this is what he came up with, right? So I told it, this is what the pain point of yours. I will be gonna give you a truth clarity what happened and what went wrong in the organization, right? So I told to the client that, see, the problems are there. Okay, either you blame them or move further, try to solve them. I can only solve your problems and help it out how we can progress further. And I told that to that client, you don't pay anything, first see my work. I told him clearly, see, folks, this is what you need to understand about the client pain points. So, this is what the particular client can become a huge trustworthy. First comes a trust, folks, right? So, let's understand one thing. Client had already invested 12 lakhs of rupees. Let's understand like this hypothetically 12 lakhs. He told that first of all, I invested 12 lakhs. You worked 6 months, so did not came up with a particular output. So I told him, so what do you think? Uh, am I doing here? Why should I consult you to help your problems? I don't want anything. I told initially it went into the 6 months, folks. 6 months. So, one thing I understood is ownership of a product that consultant has taken. This is should be not done. The whole thing contract consultant has taken. My question is, who is he to tell me that for each and UI aspects concern that I need to resolve that as well, right? Each and fancy design, this has to be something like this, like that, but this is not core the business wants. He wanted that app to be there in a publish and his work has to be done, right? He's already had a business. He wanted to build a product so that his works can be done. So I explained to these things, this thing. I am not telling that it is a problem with the consultant or anything. Don't have a clear cut documentation. I ask the same thing, do you want to publish this app within a 3 months or 6 months or not? They told nothing. I really told this particular aspect, folks. How many months are you thinking about to build this product? I told it very clearly, very clearly, but they didn't listen to it. I told uh, when I discussed with the client, right? So I told this is what the problem is. You guys don't come up with the deadline and tell that this product is not done. So what is the issue here? So there are a lot of things, folks. So the owner has to own that particular product. They should not give the permission to give any kind of an UI UX to be given to the consultant. They have to consult the developers, not a consultants who give simple advices. Then they are not the things. They like almost 1 to 2 lakhs they took and went away, right? 2 lakhs went here for them. He told that why I invested him I don't know, but my money went lost. I did not got any results from out of it. So I told clearly, do you think it worth it? You guys are like, I told very clearly to that client. Why? Because he was closest to me, closest like a friend, like one of the client. So that's why I told him like this is a problem. See, you are not asking the expectation here. The business does not run in friendship or any kind of a relationship, folks. Market demands that you wanted to build a product. If the user does not want that product, if you are building that, there is no point to build a product basically, right? So if you build, so same scenario with one of the fast goods kind of an application, folks. So we build an application. He's telling that he's gaining attraction towards the features. I told him very clearly, where is the users? Where is the users? That another use case works like. So this is what the problem. I went into the freelancing. I understand each and every client problem. So this is what the major thing which I encountered. Okay. Second problem, second use case with one of my friend. Basically, he wanted to build very cool fast goods app, and we build it for him. Not a great thing there. Okay, we build for him, and problem here what happened? He did not validate it whether the particular person wants that particular product or not. Just simply going to the picking the idea and building something that which is no point over there. So this is one of the coolest thing according to my understanding is this is what the thing is all about. So now I will explain you idea validation steps. Whenever you get the idea right, you have to understand first of all, these are the series of steps you have to understand basically here. Okay, So let me explain you one by one, so that this was a like story that I wanted to tell to you, that these are the things has happened, and I understood like this is what we need to do it instead of see, you, if you are good at a job you can do it. It's not, I feel that this can be a solved, and this is a real problem of each client. Okay, I did not come simply here. So one is a problem clarity. You need to have a problem clarity here. So you have to use a segment precision precise. Okay, you have to segment the users, whether you are building this product for founders, whether you are building for any kind of a B2B business, or are you building this particular thing for whom you are building. That is what a user segment precision will come all about. And prototype conversion, like value validation, willingness to pay, like whether they are willingness to pay or not. So let me explain you this particular use case, because before going to this series of steps, let me explain you with a understanding now. Okay, so first of all you have to understand that one agri-tech founder skipped validation but tech heavy solution, but after 3 months of zero usage realized that farmers prefer WhatsApp based solutions. Okay, so this was the major use case. If you are doing that, so what will happen, I will just telling that here. Okay, what happened, but the farmer wants a WhatsApp based solutions, right? So even building such solution does not help them, right? So before you quit your day job, right, do you have a 6 months of personal runaway? Do you have a proof that your idea solves the relatably pain point? Can you find three people that are who would use or pay with your product and being built? You ask yourself, do you have a 6 months of personal runway? Do you have a side expenses which will take care of you? Don't romantic quit quitting before while employed. Quit when the product pulls you out. Okay, so these are the certain things that you need to think about it, folks. Whenever you think that this is a time, you have to go full time. When you have validate the idea, this is a core problem you are solving, that this problem will help us in building a product. So then you go full time and try to build the stuffs now, right? Try to solve the problem. If you are going to big scale, right? So try to build certain web app solutions and put into the one system and processes works, then you come up with it. Okay, I'm not telling that if you are a medium scale business then you get started with this system. This is not, no for this. So everyone takes a misconception here. I tell to my clients the same thing. First, don't build a system. First of all, you involve in a system, do manual stuff, you understand what are the kind of things can be done. Okay, first do the manual work, then you try to do the automation or whatnot, the things over hype, the things is there, come up with the reality aspect, folks. So this is what the thing is all about. Everyone is consulting the hype, and if there is a no need of an hype, okay, if there is a no need of an agent, why you are creating those things? First of all understand what they want. So if they want whatever the problems they need, if you have a solution to fix that, do that. That's it from my side, folks. That's it. This is what the full video all about it. So no one talks about this particularly scary situations, but this is what is all about it. So let me will come back in the next video. Thank you, thanks a lot, and we will see you in the next video.